We have spawning up here in the top left position of Romanticide for Team Roddy. He is Goblin.
And in the bottom right side, we have the red Protoss player. Teamless right now. Teamless right now. He's from Russia. His name is Strange. And that's his actual name, not just me calling it Strange.
I guess you could say that it is Strange who is going to be giving us some strange builds here. Now, see, that's the problem with guys who use like really common words. We were actually talking about that on our last cast a few days ago. It's like when you have players like, say, nice, time, strange, you always find yourself making puns without realizing it, and then when you catch yourself, you're just like, God dang it.
There I went again. Just don't know enough. It's called synonyms, right? Synonyms for the words. Like, for example, instead of the word strange, we need to use odd or peculiar. Maybe, you know, further apart of regularity than normal.
That is certainly a mouthful. I think I'm gonna stick with strange here, as we do see Goblin. He's hiding something, but it's not very far hidden. As we do see, he's just gonna drop the Stargate in a very very close by position, so he can bring that back if necessary. But Strange definitely must know that something is up, because he is now scouting with this probe, and yeah, he should know that there's few less pylons.
Yep. Can't find that second one. Oh my god, that would be a lucky strike though if he does find this. Oh, wow. Did he?
He saw it.
He did, right? Yep. Man, I saw him put it there, and I was about to say, that's a very good hiding spot. It's very unlikely to go and scout here. You're more likely to scout around your own base. But Strange here, striking gold, finds the place to be. And now we'll be able to combat this proxy with a proxy of his own. I think that's going to be a Dark Shrine right there. And is it going to get scouted, Goblin? Nope.
No.
Nope, not yet. Wait.
Nope. No, I think he's expecting an attack. That's about all he can say right here. But yeah, we do have the Twilight Council going down. Did he? Yeah, he canceled his own Stargate, correct? Yes, he did.
He went for Twilight Council. I don't know if he went. Did he go for Stargate? Yeah, he must have then.
Yeah, he started out with Stargate, but after catching this proxy, he decided to go for Twilight instead. Blink. Yes, please.
Right. I like that Goblin here is going for the Phoenix instead of you know, with the normal plan you might try to get yourself an Oracle out a little bit sooner, but I think he realized that probe saw him because his pylon was already done, and I think they kind of saw each other there. So yeah, Goblin instead just going for the Phoenix. It's a little bit safer. You can still do harassment with it if you want to, but they're a bit more beefy as a defensive unit, right? You can get used them a bit more so freely in those combat situations, rather than those oracles that just get shot down as soon as they, you know, breathe the same air as some Stalker units.
Indeed. And, you know, we do have... we got Goblin coming in here. He's going to go for a bit of a poke. This is actually a really difficult time for Strange because he's going to get lifted up. The first Stalker will go down very, very quickly. Now, can just lift up a couple of more. He's going to have to rely on that defender's advantage. Blink not done just yet. But now Goblin being forced back. I think he did get a probe, and he's not done, by the way.
Yeah.
He wants to get more.
3 Stalkers for 1 so far. These Phoenix are really working out absolutely fantastic. And Goblin here, just picking them up left, right, and center. He's bringing out his Herd Stalkers as well. Great control from the Croatian.
Now, the biggest problem for Goblin right now is he is going to be running out of energy relatively soon. So you can kind of see the flurry of activity getting that transition into the Robo facility. I think at this point he has seen Blink, right? Yeah, he must have. And so
he just
now
blunk on him, so
yeah, big Blink. This does not look to be going well.
It's a bit of a shame, right? Killing off, what was it, 5 Stalkers for the price of 2? That's fantastic. But with that Blink finishing up here, things getting a bit more dicey. Will those Phoenix be able to lift up enough Stalkers here? Probes have to be pulled. Goblin might be in a bit of trouble. Phoenix power might not be enough. Just trying to go for that immortal production pretty soon here with his Robo, but... Oh.
It's 4 gates to 2 right now.
Now he's just losing probes.
Yeah, now the probes having to be pulled. There are no Stalkers left on the map. The Phoenix are out of energy as well, so they cannot lift up. Strange just finding the perfect time to make its way in. And even though Goblin is valiantly trying to hold on, I don't think he's going to be able to really get enough damage on these Stalkers to make it worth his while.
Yeah, great target fire there from Strange, going for the Stalkers. He knows that the Phoenix are low on their energy, so doesn't need to prioritize. Great microing back and forth, avoiding the mass surround from those probes and them getting all the zapping that they like to do as those pesky little worker bees. Yeah, so well played there from both players, I want to say, actually. Strange just coming out a bit on top with his Stalker count there in the end, the Blink. And the amount of gateways, perhaps a bit of a surprise for Goblin. Also, that warping point, right, that was available for Strange. I thought it was going to be for a Dark Shrine, and he wanted to hide that, but it was just to reinforce his Stalkers there in the end. And, I mean, that helped out a ton as well, right? If that wasn't there, I think Goblin holds there overall, because those Stalkers having to come all the way from across the map, since there's no Robo, there's no Wall Prism, suddenly that entire fight goes differently.
Indeed, indeed. And like, I kind of like how he didn't try something crazy like getting that Dark Shrine. Instead, he just goes straight up, overwhelms your opponent. You know, you don't need to be tricky in this matchup. Protoss players, when you're on ladder, remember that. You don't need to be tricky. Because you saw, it's a lot easier when you just play the normal way.
More fun, though, to be tricky, to be fair. That is.
Very, very true. I'm trying to save us, man. We're Terran players.
You know, I dib and dabble.
Yeah, and Zerg.
It's, you know, it's something. It's something.
But it does look like we are in the lobby at 2,000 atmospheres. Now, to put that in perspective, that is farther down than I believe the Mariana Trench. So, you know,
really,
I guess that really is going to add on to the pressure of these guys to make it out of this group.
That's quite crazy. You know what? When I read this map, 2,000 atmospheres, and actually for the longest amount of times, I thought somebody just came up with a planet that has 2,000 layers of atmospheres on top of each other. But you're telling me that's not what this is referring to?
No, because it is a underwater map.
Ah, is that something they use for underwater, like calculating pressure? They say 200 or 2,000 atmospheres. Is it just the word 2,000 referring to the pressure? I don't know. I'm not smart enough for StarCraft 2 map names. They got pretty fancy with them sometimes, though, right? Like Jagannatha and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, Jagannatha. I have no idea what that means.
It turned out to be like an ancient name for something like the word where Juggernaut also is referred from, or derived from, I should say.
That's pretty cool. That is definitely really cool.
I think that's the case.
If you think our puns are bad, just listen to Twitch chats. Oh my gosh. Relying on Phoenix was a strange choice.
Fantastic. That's what we need. That's what we need. Keep them coming, guys.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Right.
If you can make us cringe, you are definitely doing the right thing. But you know what? I hope these guys are doing the right thing. As we have this lovely man up here in the top right. If you are a team owner, he's single. Spawning in as the Russian, he is Strange.
It's the way you said single. I got to me. He's single. All right, bottom left side, we have a blue Protoss player. He's representing Croatia. He's representing Team Rotti, the finest Dutchman alive. He is Goblin.
And yeah, once again, we're gonna have these little bits of a mirror matchup. I think overall this map can be a little bit similar in terms of locations where you can hide buildings. As you know, you do have over here by around the 5th base where you're not really going to be able to scout too efficiently. But right now, it looks like these probes are just going to be for general scouting purposes as these guys get their cybernetic score up and the extra pylons are where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. It's in their own bases. Both players kind of playing it regular right now. Not doing anything. How would you call it? Weird.
You know, it's the calm before the storm, essentially.
I feel like trying to make as many sentences now where it would make sense that you use the word strange and then just not use it. Right?
Yeah, it's peculiar.
A pylon there. That is just odd, you know.
Indeed, yeah.
There we are. Stargates, something to talk about.
Yeah, I think this is kind of Goblin's go-to here. I mean, when you're playing with Roddy in any aspect, you definitely do pick up some of the bigger nuances, like going for Phoenix, because that's kind of Roddy's style, isn't it? So,
yeah, you have to. You get kicked out of that team if you don't.
Yeah, Roddy's just watching from the mainstream.
He has like a monthly pro gaming Phoenix limit that you need to reach, or else you're out.
Yeah, he just goes to SC2 replay stats. You have to upload every single replay, and if he sees less than 200 Phoenix produced, yeah, you're just booted.
Yep.
But
he's going for oracles. I mean, he must have already met his quota. Strange going for the Robo here, and well, let's see if he will be able to handle those oracles now, right? Can be a little bit dicey without blink or something like that to try and catch it.
Yeah, this is looking like
a single shield battery would be sufficient as well, of course, though.
Yeah, this is looking like, you know, a little bit of aggression. We only see 3 gateways, so he should be able to kind of expand out of it. You know, you kind of pay attention to the number very early on. 3 is expandable, 4 all in, 5 Bronze League, because you're not going to be able to afford to produce out of it on 1 base. But yeah, here we go. The Oracle will be coming in. Strange not paying attention, so he will lose quite a few workers, except if Goblin is not paying attention. He's just going to use all his energy to get rid of the Stalker.
I mean, now there's no anti-air here. It needs to warp in another star. It's pretty smart, actually. There's no army here, which means he's forcing the warp-ins there, but I mean, there's still so many Stalkers here. Even with those 2 Stalkers being forced to warp in on the other side, Warp Prism does fall, though. That's a big deal. Goblin does have a Void Rain production right now, trying to make something work there. But it might be too little. It might be too late.
Hey, he did get the Warp Prism, though, so this is all that Strange has. So the probes are going to be pulled, focusing down the shield battery just to give himself a little bit more. The Oracles still at home. They are still at Strange's base, so he's not going to be able to use them. But this is a lot of damage early on, and even if they're not mining at all, Goblin's economy is gone.
He needs to survive. To be fair, there's no second base here for Strange, right? So
he needs more. He needs more.
Yeah. He's okay with. It's not great, but it's, you know, it's manageable from this position. Doesn't want to lose the Nexus though. There are more reinforcing units coming along the track here from Strange.
Indeed, they.
What's that harassment? Is that more oracles in Strange base? Yeah, 2 oracles now.
Yeah, he does force a recall. A couple. Yeah, forces that recall, which is pretty good because that does slow down the attack. I did see another Warp Prism in production. Did he finish that? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna keep going with this, but honestly, I think from here he should try and transition out of it. You know, just keep the pressure up, kill the Nexus, which is just a fantastic kill, and then expand out.
Yeah, and you can just kind of go away once he's getting his Twilight Council now as well. Not saving up for a little bit, perhaps. We'll see. I expect, like you said, that Nexus to be coming out here as well. Then again, the Twilight Council makes me wonder a little bit also. Maybe trying to get his own blink. That would be a great way to try and get himself into that main base of Goblin and circumnavigate the shield battery at the front door, right? So maybe he's still planning to go for it here.
Yeah, a lot of angles you can blink up on, as the Oracle's going to find a little bit of additional damage before dropping the Revelation and getting on out. But there's the blink. Both players stuck on one base here. Goblin going to remake his first.
I mean, you should make a Nexus. It takes so long to get this blink. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, about what you expect. There's no way that you keep trying to go, because Defender's advantage is going to be so much stronger. You're equal on gateways, and that Void Ray just adds that little bit of extra utility, which you can't break through.
Yeah, especially with one of those shield batteries. I'm not sure the exact number of Stalkers, but once you have it, you can kind of burst your way through there, but you're going to take so much damage with the Prismatic Alignment just shooting you constantly. Alright, Goblin kind of stopped production out of that Stargate though, right? So he's just making sure he's getting enough probes, building up a forge, getting some more harassment done. Very well done.
That's actually huge, because take a look at the units lost tab here. 18 probes going down. Strange is down over 8 workers. And since his Nexus is behind Goblin's, Goblin has that opportunity to just kind of stay ahead. I don't know what this Warp Prism is doing, but I'm very worried for it.
It's quite aggressive. Luckily that Phoenix was an hallucination, and luckily it didn't spot it.
Oh, is Strange gonna go for
some Stalker's move? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Does he have a forge? No, he doesn't. And that is making me believe that this is a moment where he kind of wants to go for it. Status traps for Goblin going down can be absolutely massive, of course. Strange now will have to utilize a couple of blinks in order to stop those status traps from stopping all his Stalkers. There we go. Blinks forwards and now goes for the kill. The jugular isn't exposed enough here. Goblin microing back a little bit. The probes could still be pulled as well. Shield battery in the back doing quite a bit of work as well.
This is still a really dicey situation, because those additional Stalkers are about to get unfrozen. He warps in on the high ground, but he's going to have to fight without them for the meantime. The blink is absolutely beautiful, and you can kind of see Goblin is a lot more red. You know how they say better dead than red? I think at this point he would rather not be dead and a lot less red.
He would, I'm pretty sure too. Yeah, at this moment in time, this was just too many Stalkers. Well done with the